Ibn-Arabi is a very important person in Islamic history. He was born in 1165 in Murcia, Spain. He was a very smart man who loved to learn, and he was also very interested in spirituality. He wrote many books on different topics, and people have been reading and discussing his ideas for hundreds of years. Many people believe that Ibn Arabi was a Sufi saint, a very holy person. He was known for his complex ideas, which had a big impact on Islamic mysticism and beyond. Ibn Arabi grew up in Andalusia, a place known for its knowledge and learning. He received a traditional Islamic education and learned a lot about different religious subjects, but he wanted to learn even more than what was taught in books. He became interested in Sufism, a part of Islam that focuses on experiencing God directly. This spiritual search led him to travel all over the Islamic world. Ibn Arabi went to Mecca, Egypt, Syria, and Anatolia. He met with scholars, mystics, and rulers, learning from their different ideas and beliefs. His travels and experiences shaped his worldview and inspired his writings. Ibn Arabi is remembered for his important contributions to Islamic thought and spirituality. In his books, he explained his deep understanding of God, the universe, and what it means to be human. His ideas continue to inspire and challenge people today, making him a key figure in Islamic thought. One of Ibn Arabi's most famous books is called, which is often translated as the Meccan Revelations. This massive book, with over 2,000 pages when printed, represents everything Ibn Arabi learned and experienced in his spiritual and intellectual life. This is a huge and complex book that covers many topics, including metaphysics, cosmology, spiritual psychology, and Islamic law. But the main focus of the book is Ibn Arabi's exploration of the nature of God, or Allah. Ibn Arabi explains that God is both completely beyond our understanding and also present everywhere in the world. He uses the idea of, often translated as the oneness of being, to explain this complicated relationship. This doctrine says that God is the only true reality, and everything we see around us is just a reflection of his qualities. Ibn Arabi uses the example of a mirror reflecting the sun to explain this idea. The mirror might seem separate from the sun, but it can only reflect the sun's light because the sun exists. In the same way, everything depends on God for its existence. Even though his ideas are complex, Ibn Arabi explains them in a way that is both smart and easy to understand. He uses philosophical arguments, interpretations of the Quran, and mystical insights to create a rich tapestry of thought that has fascinated scholars and spiritual seekers for centuries. This shows us how intelligent and spiritually deep Ibn Arabi was, cementing his place as a towering figure in Islamic thought. While is a testament to Ibn Arabi's vast knowledge, often translated as the ringstones of wisdom, offers a shorter and more focused explanation of his main teachings. This important book, made up of 27 chapters, explores the spiritual importance of prophets in the Islamic tradition. Each chapter focuses on a different prophet. Ibn Arabi explains the unique spiritual level or wisdom that each prophet represents. He also explores the deeper, hidden meanings in their messages, and shows how divine revelation connects different religions throughout history. A central idea in Ibn Arabi's understanding of prophets is the concept of, often translated as the perfect man. This perfect being embodies all of God's qualities and acts as a link between God and creation. Ibn Arabi believes that prophets are examples of the perfect man, each one reflecting a different aspect of God's wisdom. By exploring prophethood Ibn Arabi helps us understand the nature of revelation and the spiritual journey of humanity. He emphasizes the importance of recognizing the divine spark within each of us and encourages readers to embark on their own path of spiritual growth. Ibn Arabi's deep understanding of God, the universe, and the human condition has had a long-lasting impact on Islamic mysticism, especially Sufism. His teachings have resonated with Sufis for centuries, providing a rich intellectual and spiritual framework for understanding the mystical path. Ibn Arabi's concept of the oneness of being has been especially influential in Sufi circles. While this doctrine has been debated and interpreted in different ways, it has given Sufis a profound understanding of how everything is connected to God. It has fostered a sense of unity and love for all creation, seeing everything as a manifestation of the divine. Ibn Arabi's emphasis on the spiritual station of the perfect man has also been central to Sufi thought. This concept has inspired Sufis to strive for spiritual perfection, trying to embody God's attributes in their own lives. It has also reinforced the importance of having a spiritual guide or master to help disciples on their mystical path. Moreover, Ibn Arabi's deep respect for prophets and his recognition of the divine wisdom present in different religions have fostered a spirit of inclusivity and tolerance among many Sufis. His teachings have encouraged Sufis to look beyond outward differences and recognize the underlying unity of all spiritual paths. Scholars have dedicated themselves to preserving, authenticating and analyzing the vast and important works of Ibn Arabi. The Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi Society, or MIAS, has played a key role in this effort, particularly through its MIAS Archive project. Started in 2005, the MIAS Archive project is a huge effort to find, digitize and catalogue all known manuscripts attributed to Ibn Arabi. This project involves collaboration between scholars, librarians and archivists worldwide. They carefully examine and analyze thousands of manuscripts kept in libraries and private collections globally. The project has three main goals. First, authentication, figuring out which works truly belong to Ibn Arabi and which ones were added later or wrongly attributed to him. Second, preservation, creating digital copies of fragile manuscripts to ensure that they are preserved for future generations. And third, analysis, making it easier for scholars to study and compare different manuscript versions, leading to a deeper understanding of Ibn Arabi's thought and how his ideas developed over time. The MIAS Archive project shows how important Ibn Arabi's legacy is and how much effort is being put into understanding his complex thought. By making his writings more accessible and encouraging collaborative research, the project continues to shed light on one of the most influential figures in Islamic intellectual history. While Ibn Arabi is best known for his philosophical and mystical books, he also wrote poetry. His poems, often filled with the same spiritual depth and intellectual rigor as his prose, offer a more personal and emotional look into his inner world. One of his most famous poetic works is often translated as the Interpreter of Desires or the Translator of Longings. This collection of love poems, written in a very symbolic and allegorical style, has been interpreted in many ways. While some people believe these poems are about earthly love, Ibn Arabi himself said that they represent a higher spiritual longing, the soul's desire to be united with God. In these verses, he uses vivid imagery and metaphors to convey the ecstasy and agony of spiritual seeking. He compares the lover's longing for the beloved to the thirst of a desert traveler for a drop of water. He describes the pain of separation as a fire that consumes the lover's heart. Like his prose, Ibn Arabi's poetry invites readers to look beyond the surface of language and discover the hidden depths of spiritual meaning. His verses continue to inspire and captivate readers today with their beauty, passion, and profound insights into the human condition. The richness and complexity of Ibn Arabi's thought, while captivating, are not easy for translators and interpreters to handle. His writings, deeply rooted in the Arabic language and Islamic intellectual traditions, are often difficult to translate into other languages and cultural contexts. Several factors make translating Ibn Arabi's works difficult. First, he uses a lot of technical terms from Islamic philosophy, theology, and Sufism. Finding accurate translations of these terms in other languages is often challenging because the terms may have different meanings or no direct equivalents. Second, his writings are full of symbols, metaphors, and allegories, which can be understood in multiple ways. Translators must carefully consider the context and Ibn Arabi's overall system of thought to convey the intended meaning accurately. Third, Ibn Arabi's ideas are deeply connected to the Islamic intellectual and spiritual environment of his time. Translators must be aware of this context to avoid imposing their own cultural biases or misinterpreting his ideas. Despite these challenges, dedicated scholars have translated Ibn Arabi's works into various languages, making his thought accessible to a wider audience. However, it's important to remember that these translations might not capture the full depth and complexity of his ideas. Reading commentaries and interpretations by reputable scholars can provide valuable insights and help us understand the intricacies of Ibn Arabi's thought. Even though centuries have passed, Ibn Arabi's legacy continues to resonate with contemporary readers and scholars across various disciplines. His profound insights into the nature of God, the universe, and the human condition are still relevant in a world wrestling with existential questions and searching for spiritual meaning. Ibn Arabi's concept of has resonated with those seeking to bridge divides and foster a sense of interconnectedness in an increasingly fragmented world. His emphasis on the divine spark within every human being speaks to the importance of recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of all people, regardless of their background or beliefs. Furthermore, Ibn Arabi's exploration of the spiritual dimensions of different religious traditions has contributed to interfaith dialogue and understanding. His work has inspired scholars and spiritual seekers to look beyond superficial differences and recognize the underlying unity of diverse spiritual paths. In an age marked by rapid technological advancements, environmental concerns, and a search for meaning, Ibn Arabi's thought offers a timeless wisdom that speaks to the human condition. His writings continue to challenge, inspire, and guide readers on their own journeys of self-discovery and spiritual exploration. Ibn Arabi's vast and complex body of work continues to fascinate scholars and spiritual seekers alike. His writings offer a rich tapestry of thought, weaving together philosophy, theology, mysticism, and poetry into a profound exploration of the human condition and our place in the cosmos. Exploring Ibn Arabi's legacy is not a destination but a journey that requires patience, humility, and an openness to the transformative power of his ideas. As we delve deeper into his writings, we embark on a path of self-discovery, encountering new perspectives and challenging our own preconceived notions. The journey begins with acknowledging the vastness and complexity of his corpus. It is a journey best undertaken with guidance from knowledgeable scholars and within a supportive community of fellow seekers. Numerous resources are available to aid in this endeavor, including the Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi Society, MIAS, which offers publications, conferences, and online resources dedicated to promoting the study and understanding of Ibn Arabi's works. Engaging with Ibn Arabi's thought is an invitation to embark on a lifelong exploration of the self, the divine, and the intricate tapestry of existence. It is a journey that promises both challenges and rewards, leading to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the interconnectedness of all.